welcome to another episode of Rise Together, a show for associates, by associates, and I know what you're thinking already. Wow, Serge, you are in the back of a car. That is true. I am back of a car with my friend Ricky Ricardo, who's going to introduce himself here in just a second. But first, I want to talk to you about why I'm here in the back of the car. Ricardo, why are we in the back of the car?
Okay, so we're here in the back of the car because I'm about to leave, go back to Boston, go back to my store. I was in home office for the past 3 days. So that's the reason why we are here.
That's true. So Ricky won a competition that we were having amongst the ambassadors,
All right.
A new group of social influencers that you're going to see that work for Walmart just like you. And he had the opportunity to come over to the home office, won this trip and did the tours, and you were here for meetings and you were doing all kinds of things, which was really cool. So I had the opportunity to come over and meet with Ricky, but the only way it was going to happen for us to interview or do a show
is to do it here in the back
was
of my
to
car.
literally do it in the parking lot of the airport. So you might hear some of those planes flying over. That is just us rocking and rolling here with the Rise Together. So without further ado, let's get to you. Ricky, tell us about yourself, your Walmart story.
So I started with Walmart 4 years ago as an electronics sales associate in the Weymouth, Massachusetts location. I'm an assistant manager in that store right now, interesting fact. Then after I believe a year, I went to the Hanover store in Massachusetts also. I got the electronics department manager position there, which I did for a few months, and then I got into the assistant manager training. Then I joined the store planning team as an assistant manager, kind of like supporting the remodels that were happening in my market. And I went back to Weymouth, which is the store I started as a sales floor associate, and I went back there as an assistant. And
That's
I'm
awesome.
still there.
So that's your Walmart story.
That is.
Man, can we rewind just a little further and talk about how you even got started with Walmart?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's fascinating,
Right.
I think.
So I'm from Puerto Rico. I decided to move to Massachusetts with my dad. My dad used to live in Massachusetts, so he said, "Hey, come down to Boston so you can learn English and go to school here." So I did that. I graduated high school, and then I went to Massachusetts and I started school, and then I decided to join Walmart as a sales floor associate to pay for school and all this stuff, and then I'm here. Walmart and school at the same time.
Which is pretty incredible. So you
Nice.
came to Massachusetts for school, learn English and to do all those different things. You're like, hey, I need to pay for school.
Right.
Got a job with Walmart, and here you are now doing full-time school and full-time assistant manager in the store.
Correct.
And so for associates out there, you can already imagine how difficult that is.
It's possible.
And so it is possible, but it's difficult. I
Right.
mean, we were talking a little while ago about just the requirements that you needed. You really needed Tuesdays and Thursdays,
Right.
so that you can go to class,
Correct,
you could do
yeah.
homework, do all that. But he was talking about how you have to get all of your work done in those 2 days,
Right,
because of the requirements and demands that we have at
Correct.
the job. So, man, praise to you.
Thanks.
For making that happen, not only just furthering yourself educationally, but also just showing people that you can do this.
Right.
Like, you can literally do it. So we were also talking about, favorite, we said highs and lows, of the company, highs and lows of your trip, all those kind of things. Talk about something, what's one of your favorite things about Walmart? Like, why Walmart when you were looking for a job in the first place?
So I think a lot of associates started working at Walmart just because it's convenient. You're literally almost every person that lives here in the United States is really close to a Walmart. People live close to Walmart because they're everywhere. So that's number one, convenience. And second thing, I just heard good things about Walmart, and I'm sure you ask almost every single Walmart associate, hey, what do you like about Walmart? And you will hear opportunities. And it's true, there's a ton of different opportunities here, and that is mainly the reason why I decided to join Walmart.
I love it.
Yep.
Convenience, opportunity. That was one of our passions right now within the company is, can we become the employer of choice? Like, we want to be the place where people want to go and apply for and want to work at and want to be a part of. And I think that we actually already are that. Some people just don't understand who we really are.
Right.
And so it's interesting to see.
That's what the ambassadors are for.
That is what we're for.
That is what we're here.
Man, can you tell us about the ambassadors? What it
Sure.
is and how you got into it?
So ambassadors is a group started by the home office. It's just a group of selected associates that promote out there the Walmart brand, and do stuff according to Walmart values. So it's really cool.
All over the company.
All over the company.
And so you recently had a post, you want to talk about it? The mango juice?
Oh, yeah, we can talk about it. So we recently did that as I would consider that the first assignment as an ambassador. It's kind of how social media impacts your store in a positive way, whether it's increasing sales, increasing customer foot traffic, different things. So we selected this item that wasn't selling really well. It was just not doing well. So we selected this Mucho Mango by Arizona, and we did this awesome month-long campaign. I think it was 35 days, and just posting in social media every day, posting in Facebook, talking to the customers about it, locating the items in a high visibility section of the store. And we did that, and we just went crazy selling items. We used to sell 3 of them a week, and we went up to selling plus 200 and something units in just 35 days.
Which is just
that's social media
amazing. That is social media right there. The Mucho Mango.
Mucho Mango,
which is pretty incredible. And we've seen similar programs like that all over. And so that is the power of social media, like you just said. And we've spent the last you guys the last couple of days, and myself included with today, of talking about what we can do further. So, hey, shout out to everyone out there. Lots of cool stuff heading your way within social media. And so that being said, we need to make sure they follow you. Where can they follow you at?
So I'm on Instagram, Ricardo Gomr. That's my Instagram. And I'm Ricardo Gomez in LinkedIn. And you can also find me on Facebook.
There it is. Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Those are 3 great social networks, platforms that you can find. So what about any big leadership lessons that you've learned here and just in your window of time with Walmart? Yes. I learned something. It's mostly an experience, I would say, not really a leadership lesson. Well, we can consider that a lesson. I learned about listening to people, and most important, make sure your team understand resources. So at the beginning, I can tell you, at the beginning of my management career, I was just so concentrated on making sure my team needs me. I wanted to be so important and such a very, very vital part of the team that I will just not share some stuff, not share knowledge. Because I want to make sure that they know that I'm the go-to person, and if I am not there, I am so vital to the team that if I'm not there, they're just not going to do their job. And over time, I realized that that's I was doing the wrong thing. It's the wrong approach. You want to make sure your team knows what they're doing, they understand resources, and you want to be a teacher. That's part of being a manager. It's not all about knowing it all and be the go-to person. It's about how you share your knowledge and make sure your team executes when you're not there. That's so good. So you were just saying the contrast of thinking that I want to be important. I want people to come to me, but then now you found that reality is that's opposite. Reality is you're not going to be there 24/7. You got to make sure people know. It's true. Case in point, you're right here. Yeah, right. In the back seat of a car. And I still have a store to run down out there. Should we give them a shout out? Yeah. Or do we give them the store number? Store 3200. Big shout out to you guys. I'll be back coming tomorrow, actually. So. Wow. In Boston, Massachusetts. Yes. Pretty incredible. So what does our final question that we always ask, what does the spark mean to you? Spark. So the spark means opportunities, of course. Of course, it has the values. Walmart has core values, and of course, it has its meanings also. But when I see a spark, I see opportunities. I see inclusion. I see a group that's coming together, working from north to south towards the same direction, towards the same goal. So I'm really, really excited every time I see a spark. And I just realized this on my home office tour last week, this past 3 days, I should say. It's how there's so many different teams and so many different aspects of the business, and they all work together towards the same goal, which is providing a fast, clean, and better shopping experience for our customers. And it's crazy. It's crazy how you see this from home office associates to store associates to leaders to everybody just doing different things that helps towards the same goal. Yeah, to get us to that piece. So I love that. In the individual, I've learned recently they're called sparklets, the little things that make the spark. I don't know. I just learned that recently. So yeah, that they're individual, but yet they come together to actually be us. Right. And so you said inclusion, you said coming together to accomplish the bigger goals. And so I didn't tell you about this, but we'll make an ask for you. Can you tell us maybe some Walmart, what in your original language, with happy to help, I don't know, what should we say? And farewell, tune in to Rise Together. I don't know. What do you tell us what you're going to say and then give it to us?
No, just tell me specifically what you want me to say and I will say it.
Well, we need to close this thing down. Is it just Spanish?
It's just Spanish.
Is there a slang to it? Because I thought that Puerto Rico specifically had a little bit different
there's some
dialect.
words. Yeah, there's some words that we use that are not really words. It's just like huepa and stuff like that, and that we just, I don't know, it's words that we just created and they're part of our vocabulary. We Puerto Ricans know what they mean.
Okay, that's awesome. So you're gonna have to add one of those. I don't know if there's a good one in there, but how about this is Ricardo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always happy to help. Stay tuned to Rise Together.
Okay, so hola, mi nombre es Ricardo, estoy aquí siempre feliz de ayudar a todo el mundo y quédate pendiente aquí en Rise Together.
Yes! There it is, our first international Rise Together closing.
There you go.
So excited. So as always, you can watch this episode in its entirety as well as so many others on Facebook or also YouTube, and you can listen to it now on iTunes podcast. You can also go to your Google Home and say, hey Google, play Rise Together Walmart, and you will hear this podcast as well. So Ricardo, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.